Okay, so the second thing I want to talk about with you all today then is the recruitment events. So we all have different events that we host on campus, whether it's a campus visit or a registration day program. There's a variety of events that we all offer that are customized to our campus, and we also want to be able to report on some of those events for attendance, or how many enrolled students are coming versus admitted, and the report structure is going to allow you to do that. It is also going to allow you to data share with folks across campus, so maybe those folks who don't work in your office. Again, we liaison heavily with other offices on campus, and by utilizing the events system within Hobsons, we've also been able to make the two things kind of talk to each other, so we can create great reports about our event attendance. And then the users, it's pretty much everyone on campus at this point for a recruitment event specific. Everyone wants to know what's going on campus, who is coming through the doors, and what's going on with those students. Who are they? So here's a synopsis that I thought was applicable to all of us. We all offer daily tours of some type, and this is our reporting structure for our daily tours. So our campus visit coordinator on campus, that's the individual that actually sets up those appointments and then gets faculty appointments and really customizes that experience for our students. That individual is in here daily, looking at what's going on, what's coming down the pipeline for campus visits, and it really allows us to allocate our resources appropriately in that area. So the first report that you're seeing there is our events from daily tours today. So it's saying on June 26th, what was going on in campus that day. And so we do two tour times throughout the day. We do a 9:30 in the morning and 1:30 in the afternoon, and you can see that it's spread out there for us. So that day we had 7 total students on campus. The second report was showing us, well, what's coming up for tomorrow, so then we can plan accordingly. And then the third component is actually just showing us what was requested. So we have a system where we customize the tour for students. They can ask for a faculty appointment, they can meet with athletics, they can have lunch with us on campus. There's a variety of things that they can do that we allow them to customize, and they select what they want to do within the events portal when they register for a tour with us. Then this report on the bottom tells us, well, who's new? Who has just signed up for a campus tour? And who haven't we set up those appointments for yet? So this is allowing our campus visit coordinator to see who those new folks are who have requested appointments, and then we know who we need to reach out to. So we can see, we had one student, well, actually a couple more than that. 5 students, it looks like, or 6, sorry, this is really blurry. I'm not bad at math, okay? But 6 students request to meet with a faculty member. So then that allows our campus visit coordinator to know I need to contact faculty, and he can look into each student record then and see who those faculty are that we need to follow up with and get something scheduled. So this really does allow for great customization, but then it also allows us to give information to key individuals across campus on our recruitment activities on campus. So some best practices, in order to report on this information, you're going to want to make sure you have the system in place. I'd recommend creating some bulk edits for your event system attributes if you do utilize that function. It allows for cleaner reporting, and then if you have attributes that are driven from your event system, it's also going to allow you to archive it. We export a large list of our applicants every year, and we archive it in kind of a back-end system, but that allows us to report historically. So if you want to see how many campus tours you had in 2010 or 2011, you would need to have this archived somewhere year after year so you can start to report on it. And a recommendation would be reporting on all activities that involve event management outside of your office. This is really key for us because we do work with a variety of folks, like first-year programs, diversity, inclusion. There's a variety of folks that we work with. And letting them in on that information, who's on campus, what is the expectation of me in my office today, if there's event managers who also have an expectation to show up for an event or manage an event. And then, of course, creating dashboard reports that allow those event managers to have access to the data without having access to the entire system. So we can limit the types of functions someone can do within the product, and that's been something that's just been a wonderful enhancement. I know it was limited when we first started working with other offices, so we were a little hesitant. Now we can customize it to give them any access or no access that we want. So we have folks on campus who simply have access to one dashboard. That's the only thing they see when they log in to connect. and it's just the dashboard that specifically pertains to their events. We don't want them creating filters. We don't want them following up with students or queuing an email. We don't want them messing around with the stuff that we all do day to day. We just want to make sure they get the information that they need, so you need to be mindful of that when you're setting the system up.